want to call your attention
back. Oh, man. So I'm going to do this one in the salad dressing story, and then I'm going to call it.
To that really wacky lawyer, Sidney Powell, who was working with Donald Trump on his fraud claims after the 2020 election, and then wasn't.
Wasn't. You know, she looks like a... She truly looks like a... You know, this picture here, she truly looks like a cardboard cutout. With Wonder Woman on the TV? Is that a TV? How the fuck is the classic Wonder Woman on the TV? I think it might be a picture. All I know is it's very bad quality, and she looks like a goddamn cardboard cutout.
Acting on her
and it's hilarious, goddammit. It's fucking hilarious.
Trump in the Oval Office. That lady. She now appeared on
Listen to this shit, though.
Completely wacky shows and claims that Democrats killed an aide to then Senator Kelly Loeffler.
Yeah.
Who died in a car accident. Now,
it's crazy.
Remember the story. Back during that special election where you had both David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler in Georgia facing special Senate elections.
Just crazy, dude.
A 20-year-old staffer of Kelly Loeffler's campaign died in a car crash. And it was a really crazy thing where it was like the day or the day before a rally. And I'm trying to remember, Loeffler maybe missed a rally as a result of it or something like that. You go back and you look at the stories. Kelly Loeffler herself tweeting it is with an extremely heavy heart that we mourn the loss of Harris.
They killed her.
My heart
they killed her. It was a fucking hit job.
Surround them in love and prayer in the days ahead. Harrison was a beloved member of our campaign team. The accident.
It's a hit job, I swear.
Accident in South Georgia. And it forced Loeffler and Brian Kemp, to cancel their plans to join Mike Pence in Savannah for a rally. Okay, so Sidney Powell goes on some show.
A cardboard cutout.
Refers to that as Democrats blowing up one of Kelly Loeffler's staffers' cars. It's not only absolutely insane
and incorrect,
completely unsubstantiated.
Right.
Isn't it kind of disrespectful to the family of Harrison Deal as well?
Just a little.
Not that people like Sidney Powell care about stuff like that. Let's listen.
Free of that.
I think what we are dealing with here is pervasive.
She looks like a fucking
very,
CGI
very
or
dark.
like you know, animatronic.
It's well funded.
Is she talking about the plot to steal the election?
It's
or like a wax House of Wax statue. You know what I mean?
They are willing to kill people, a la Kelly Loeffler's aide.
Oh my God!
Suddenly blown up in his car.
Suddenly blown up, just sudden. It wasn't. You know. It was just all of a sudden.
Way too.
Oh my God!
That's crazy.
Crazy. It is. He just showed you.
Understand the degree to which that is
absurd.
absurd.
Dude, it's disrespectful. It's fucking disrespectful.
He happened to be dating Governor Kemp's daughter. Governor Kemp was considering, I think, at that point, a signature audit. And then the Georgia Bureau of Investigation agent.
It's just complete.
Who was investigating that.
This complete disillusion, dude. It's like It's like just whatever they want to believe is what they believe. You know. There's no free thinking, free thought in their minds. It's all to serve the same false purpose, false premise. It's a lot to digest, especially when you claim fucking false blowing, basically car bombings. Oh my God, dude, like crazy. Like if that was true, that'd be like more news than just a cardboard cutout CGI wax statue animatronic talking about it.
He was the lead investigator, was suddenly dead within a week. And suddenly we don't hear anything else about any of that.
All these things.
We
sudden.
are talking
so
about
sudden.
Trillions of dollars of global
she had so many
wealth
friends, but this one don't go sick.
The leadership and control of the most powerful country on the face of the earth.
How insane is this woman? Some of you might remember she was interviewed by, I believe it was an Australian media outlet a couple of weeks ago, and we covered it. and she genuinely seems delusional.
She does. I think she
joking, but
believes this
seems
shit
have
to some
no
degree,
connection
to a good
reality
chunk, a
whatsoever.
degree. Yeah, I think
This
she
actually
fucking.
was
She's either really
a little bit of a
really
conspiracy theory that's
either a really good actress or she believes it for sure. Because like she seems fucking well convinced of some real like. Look at this. They had to actually make a fucking truth-o-meter just to like or a PolitiFact thing just to disprove it because you know people might be stupid enough to believe what she's stupid enough to believe. You know what I mean? It's like a trickle-down stupidity. They like to believe in that shit, right? That kind of trickle-down stuff. Those people on the right, they believe in that a lot. So they could probably believe in this. Ain't that right? Ha!
spreading before.
No pun intended.
The Facebook post on December 5th claimed Joe Biden killed the Kelly Loeffler staffer. And as PolitiFact points out, Harrison Deal, a campaign staffer for Senator Kelly Loeffler, died after
They put it in the
vehicle
broadest
collision.
terms here, just to like try to make people understand. You know what I
The police
mean?
department in the town where it happened said a flatbed truck struck Deal's vehicle from behind,
Yes.
causing him to hit another.
It was a
vehicle.
collision. It was
And
literally
there
a
is
fucking
just no
auto
evidence that
accident.
Joe Biden was involved. And what's really crazy about
And you can
these
see the
stories
sources. You could click that,
is
find the
that
actual fucking
the story
sources.
starts to get some
They're all liars. It's a cabal
to
of
the
child
point where
rapists.
Someone will want to put out like a fact check. And then the fact
Or sex
that it
traffickers. I
gets
mean, it's
fact-checked
connected, right?
becomes part of the conspiracy. Like, you and I might read that and say, oh, okay, it's like in really clear and simple terms.
Yes.
There is no actual evidence that there
For
was
that.
foul play here, that Joe Biden killed Kelly Loeffler's staffer, that this was a murder. There's just no evidence of it.
They took her out on
It's like that
purpose.
way. But the believers will see the fact check as part of the conspiracy. And this is a really common tenet, or some people call it a tenant, like when they say pundits. God, that pisses me off. Okay. Anyway, it's
Pundits.
a tenet, T-E-N-E-T. One of the tenets of
Pundit.
conspiracism is that once you've generated the conspiracy theory, evidence for it supports your belief in it. Evidence against it
Yes.
supports
It's a
your belief
bias.
in it,
It's
because
literally a
obviously
bias.
The evidence against it is planted.
Yes.
Not finding evidence supports your belief in it because the evidence must have been covered up or hidden.
Yeah, no matter
and you
what.
get into this circle of conspiracism,
yes.
and some people can never get out. Trump talks about flushing toilets 10 or 15 times. You can't flush your way out of this. It just stays there and it lingers and it lingers. And there's really no way out of it. So there's Sidney Powell, very, very dangerous woman, a disgusting woman, and someone who seems to be dealing with some pretty serious issues of her own, I think we can say, quite frankly. When we're talking...
Yeah, I mean, and that's dangerous type of thinking is like prominent in like places where education is the lowest. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, where I live, like education is definitely not valued very much, and there's a way higher percent chance that people would buy that type of crazy, easily disproven type of stuff just because they're lazy, they're educationally lazy, and they definitely aren't fact checking themselves, based upon that education. Based upon the education value. So it's, I don't know. Education in general is like, it's like people don't value it at all. Like they do in like areas that like have free thought. But like I said, places like my area that I live in currently, they don't have those free thoughts at all. They just kind of follow whatever's told to them without looking up anything, and they would believe that. Plus, it fits the narrative. The narrative around here is the right is right, no matter what, So, yeah, absolutely crazy. I just, I'm not shocked, but I am, I guess, surprised to some degree.
Michael Flynn. This was really interesting. Michael Flynn said that the vaccine is going to be in your
I'm going to end it with a
dressing.
nice Dr. Assad Richie thing.
Let me say this. We researched it. Even though he's wrong, there is some research happening around plants and a vaccine. But here's what Michael Flynn said.
Somebody sent me a thing this morning where they're talking about putting the vaccine into salad dressing or salads. Have you seen it? I mean, and I'm thinking to myself,
The deep state's gonna put the vaccine in your salad dressing. You know what I mean? It sounds like some Alex Jones conspiracy shit. They're gonna poison all of your salads. Like, what's that mean? Does that mean the only the people that get the salads will get vaccinated? Like, what kind of dumbass thought? Not 100% of America eats salads. Like, what the fuck? Like, some people don't even like lettuce. Like, I don't know. It just fucking really, really stupid. Like, god damn, damned retardedly stupid.
This is the bizarro world, right? This is definitely the bizarro world.
It's definitely a bizarro world that if you believe the deep state indeed will put vaccine in your salad dressing. And honestly, let's go to a whole nother thing here. Let's go to a whole nother scientific thing. A vaccine is injected, sometimes directly into the bloodstream, sometimes into the muscle tissue. COVID vaccines, at least the ones that I know of, are in the muscle tissue, and they are injected into your bloodstream, not into your bloodstream, but into your muscle tissue. That is way different being introduced to your system that way than being consumed via the mouth, orally consumed. Like, that's not even the same way of introducing a vaccine, if you will, to the system. So that already alone will yield way different results. So if they really were trying to fucking get people vaccinated through other means, it certainly wouldn't be through a fucking salad dressing. The 10% of people that had a salad that day that they bought the salad dressing or whatever, and somehow seen it's, oh my god, dude, it's so stupid. Like, there's so many layers of stupidity to this. It's like, not everyone eats a salad. Not consuming a vaccine like orally wouldn't do. I don't know what it would do, but it wouldn't be the same as getting it injected into your muscle tissue like you're supposed to. And it's just a fucking idiotic thing to believe on face value. That the deep state even exists is honestly a fucking stupid goddamn thought. But not only does it exist, but it exists to inoculate your fucking salads with a vaccine. Like, oh my god, bro. Like, if they want you to get vaccinated, they want you to get vaccinated the correct way, and they're not going to put it in your fucking... Plus, you damn well know there'd be a flavor difference. Like, you're telling me the vaccine's like, this doesn't have a flavor? Not that I'm going to fucking taste test the vaccine because it's a retarded point. That's the point of the whole shebang, is this is fucking retarded. Like, we are on a whole nother level of stupidity when this is becoming like a real talking point. And Dr. Rashad Ritchie, it's in his name. He's a fucking doctor. And here we are dealing with, we're just talking some real low educated talking points, real ignorant conspiracy theoretical. Like, dude, Michael Flynn is an insane Trumpist man. Insane. And this whole theory is insane. And let's get further into the insanity, I guess, shall we? Jesus, man. Oh.
So there's the seriousness.
Which salad dressings, too? What brand and what kind? Like, is it ranch only? Is it Italian? Is it French? Damn it if it's balsamic vinaigrette. Damn you in the balsamic vinaigrette. And is it like, is it Newman's? Is it Hidden Valley Ranch? Is it like, what brands is it in? Like, is it in that Skinny Girl, whatever, Skinny Cow, whatever the fuck it's called, the little girl on the woman on it? It's like, oh, I'm trying to watch my weight. Like, is it on that? Is it those ones? Are they trying to inoculate the housewives of suburbia with the vaccine? Like, is that their goal? I'm just curious, it's really a curious question. It really is.
Of what this professional realized he was doing wrong. And he's now, he's found a new way. And then there's the laughability on the other extreme that these people are seriously thinking about how to impose their will on us in our society. And it's
they're trying to make us consume salad dressings with vaccine, brother. Get out of the way and don't eat it. I can see him going to the supermarket and just like throwing all the salad dressing on the ground, and like just like in the movie The Stuff, where the kid like just throws all the fucking stuff on the ground. Like, no, don't eat it. Like, this is the same thing. Like, don't eat the vaccine salad dressing, son of a bitch. Get barbecue sauce instead. Put that in your salad.
Okay, so remember Michael Flynn, the guy who admitted to being corrupt, received a pardon, was a national security advisor.
Yeah, he got a pardon. I forgot about that part.
About what his true interests were. That guy.
Michael
Flynn is now a QAnon believer. He
He's a
talks
believer.
about extreme
He
conspiracy
believes.
theories on a regular basis. He has even insinuated that it is okay to kill people who do not agree with you. That Michael Flynn. I did.
The dangerous mind melted shaman. Like, he just spreads like the most toxic, retarded information. Just like we just seen there. Like, he's just spreading the most toxic shit. And that shit gets spread to all the Facebook housewives. And like, you know what? Honey, dude, this is like inadvertently affected salad dressing sales probably into fucking retarded people's minds. I feel bad for the salad dressing companies. Like, God damn, now we gotta like have a campaign, an ad campaign to counterbalance the deep state salad vaccine dressing. You know what I mean? Like, well, when you get our dressing, you're getting a vaccine-proof dressing. There is no vaccine in ours. We guarantee it. Or your money back, you know, like, God, man, like, it's something else.
A little research here. I have a great team. And this is interesting.
He does.
While Michael Flynn
TYT is a great
intentionally
team.
decided to
They're
be
good peeps,
misleading,
good people.
we will give you the full story. Here's the story. COVID-19 is not being put into salad dressing. COVID-19
This is just
vaccine
Snopes
not
could disprove it,
being
let alone
put into
any,
salad dressing.
you know what I mean?
Nor has anyone proposed such a thing. However, similar mRNA
I
vaccine.
think this is where the oral part comes into play. This is where the oral part comes into play, because it says that similar mRNA vaccines could be grown in edible plants as something that could be actively researched. But they're not going to grow that lettuce. I would assume they're not growing that lettuce to feed it to people. They're growing that lettuce so they can get the vaccine to grow in the plant, so it could be more mass producible. They're still going to extract that vaccine from the lettuce and still put it into a syringe. Like, it's not like you're going to eat the lettuce and get like mRNA vaccine from it. And maybe so, but as it even says, it's something that's actively being researched. It's nothing even on that level that they can conclusively say. But my theory, or my thought of it, would be is they're going to extract the vaccine from this plant, and so they could ratchet up production, so they could help people not only domestically, but probably help people worldwide to get over this shit, so we could finally, I mean, we will never probably get over it 100%, but get over it enough to a fucking point like we're actually doing something. I don't mean just some states. I mean collectively as a fucking United States. You know what I mean? Like, but that is pretty interesting, though, that they are growing. They're trying to do that. That is very interesting. See, that's why I love science. Science is an ever-growing thing, and it's fucking beautiful. Not when you're trying to fucking lie and apply this to applying this paragraph to, it's not even, it's what, 2 sentences, barely a paragraph. But apply that to what Flynn said is just completely laughable. It's not even like, if he extrapolated a deep state will spike salads with vaccine from this, he's a fucking idiot. And oh wait, he is an idiot. We know that already. Factual basis.
Could be grown in edible plants like lettuce, and that is something that is now being actively researched. A few days before Flynn made this comment, the University of California.
And even then, once again, that vaccine is inside of it. It's inside of it. It's not the vaccine itself getting orally consumed. So even at the very, 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 very retarded caveman base level, the what Flynn said is ass a 9. I give that ass a 9. You know, that's what I would say. Like if I was doing a bingo game, like, you know. But still, like it's ridiculous.
About a research program that was attempting to turn edible plants, like lettuce into mRNA vaccine factories. UCR
sounds like a good album about
the
Earth.
National Science
Edible Planet
Foundation had provided a $500,000 grant to pursue the research. One of the problems with the current COVID-19 vaccine and similar mRNA vaccines is that they need to be stored at cold temperatures.
Right.
If the program is successful,
right,
this new vaccine-making vegetable would basically solve
these new
the
vegetables
temperature issue.
Yes.
That's the genesis of what the research is for.
Because the vaccine will be stored
Michael
in a
Flynn
cold
gets a hold
stored
of it
thing.
And says, they're putting COVID vaccine
in your salad dressing. And there's not even salad dressing isn't even mentioned one time. It's in lettuce for one, and they have to be stored in an area that's cold. And salad dressing, I don't know if you fucking know this, but majority of them, some are kept in the cold section, but a majority of them are kept in the what they call the ambient section, where they don't have to have any refrigeration or any kind of specific storage needs. So yeah, it's absolutely crazy from any level of any analysis, and me and the good doctor have dissected and destroyed this shit. Let's send this demon straight to hell where it belongs, Dr. Rashad. Let's do it. My boy, my man, my dude.
The guy on the radio station or podcast, whatever the hell it was.
Me and the homies.
He said, oh, yeah, I got that same memo. You're a damn lie. That memo never went out. Nobody ever said that. But this is how it continues to permeate. And they continue to validate their own lies to each other in real time. There is no memo saying there's a COVID-19 vaccine inside of salad dressing.
Yeah, not at all. Nothing even close.
Before, where people have made up just ridiculous things.
Nina Turner, I love her.
Intentionally
She's a great lady.
Misguided those that put trust in them. This is nothing new.
As a sidebar, I recommend all the Young Turks pretty much. I recommend the Sam Cedar show. I recommend the Surf Times, as was earlier in the stream. I recommend all this shit, of course. So yeah, go subscribe, go like, go do all that shit with them as well.
No, not at all.
Tune in, be part of the revolution.
Mr. Flynn knows better.
The progressive movement,
too,
if you
to
will.
find out what the truth was, but the truth does not comport itself with the story he wants to tell. I had a friend who always said, "Never let the truth."
I like her glasses.
Get in the way of
very
a good
nice,
story.
stylish.
They are adding to vaccine hesitancy. We know we have a crisis with that in this country, and it is an absolute shame to have somebody who once was led folks, misleading folks right now with this information.
Yeah.
And, not to make light of this, I'm just saying, putting it in salad dressing.
He was in a place of power, and that's how he behaves after being in that place of power. He behaved like that in the place of power. He should have never been in a place of power, but nor should Donald Trump, and nor should anything happen the way it happens usually in the world these days. Any days, really. Any fucking days, really.
So now they research and let the science community do what it does, but I would say put it in sweets, cakes.
Let me tell you,
right? Even though it had to be cold sweets. Put that in the ice cream. You know what I mean? Put it in the stuff. Make it
is now deliberately
turn ice cream into the stuff, basically, with the vaccine. You know what I mean? She's onto something. Put it in the cold ice cream or the custard or whatever you got to keep that's cold. Fuck, she's onto it. Put it in the Pillsbury cookie roll things or the cinnamon rolls or something. Or put it in the icing in a cinnamon roll, but I think you have to heat that up. See, once you heat it up, though, that probably wouldn't work. 'Cause you heat it up, it'd probably kill it. The vaccine is like it would kill most other things. So, yeah, I would stick with ice cream or custard, probably.
My biggest vice is sweet tea. I'm from the South.
Sweet tea is good.
Okay? All right?
Sweet tea could also be a good way, I guess. It'd be a way. I don't know if it could be kept in